fist! Wow! Wow!
Hello viewers, welcome back to another episode here on Rocket Fist Gaming. I'm Chris, and today I'm jumping into a little bit of a solo adventure here in the 41st millennium. We're going to be jumping into a Dark Crusade here, and thought we'd get some strategy on the channel. I'm a huge fan of strategy, and unfortunately that's not something we really have anything of yet, so yeah, let's just jump right into it. Normal.
The planet Cronus. Beset on all sides by the tides of war, this once quiet colony became a savage battlefield. 7 armies clashed on this one world, each refusing to back down. Each convinced it was in the right. From beneath the sands of Cronus' central desert came the Necrons. Ancient machines bent on eradicating all life. But another evil already had its eyes on the planet. From the depths of the warp, the demonic forces of chaos arrived to enforce their claim. To oppose these fearsome powers, the planet's rulers in the DoW Empire sent their elite soldiers and sophisticated battlesuits into the fray. From the mighty Imperium of Man came the Imperial Guard, there to secure Cronus for the glory of the God Emperor. Like a green tide, the Orc Horde descended on Cronus, caring little for others' claims and sowing destruction in its wake. The Eldar, ancient enemies of the Necrons, emerged from their webway to pursue their own agenda on Cronus. And last came the Space Marines, finest and most uncompromising of the Imperium's soldiers. Seeing a world beset by aliens and heretics, they undertook a great purge. A dark crusade had begun. It could only end with the total victory of one of these factions, and the total defeat of all others.
Alright, so I'm a huge fan of this game. I think I mentioned it earlier. This used to be one of the things I played most in high school, as AJ can attest to. So we've got a lot of different options, as you saw in the intro video. We've got Chaos, we've got the Eldar, we've got the Imperial Guard, basically the army. You got the Necrons, which are kind of your undead, vampire-like beings who just want to destroy all life in the galaxy. You got the Orcs, who just want a good fight. That's all they're there for. Space Marines for the Emperor. Enough said. And you've got the DoW for the greater good. The range specialists. So thank you to Daniel for making this choice for me when I asked the guys who they wanted me to play as. We will be going in as the Necrons. So you are the Necron Lord of the Tomb World, the living called Cronus. Eons ago, you cut a swath of glorious extermination through the galaxy. Now, the living infect this world anew, and you will wipe it clean. Raise your monoliths and march your deathless soldiers forward. The graves of your victims wait to be filled. So let's just get right into it here.
The Necrons had lain buried in the sands of Cronus for eons, having retreated there at the end of a great war only hinted at in the histories of ancient races like the Eldar. Long before man even stood upright, the Necrons and their dark gods had retreated to their tomb worlds. But their slumber was not eternal. Eventually their genocidal deities awoke them again, driving them to purge the life that had spread across the galaxy during their sleep. On Cronus, this awakening came when an archaeological team opened a mysterious crypt on the arid Thor Abyss Plateau. Most of the team died, But expedition leader Thomas Maccabee somehow became one of the mysterious Necron pariahs. Seemingly retaining a hint of his personality, he occasionally spoke for the Silent Army as it advanced. The Necron Lord of Cronus, the most ancient and powerful of the deathless creatures on the planet, promptly launched a campaign of extermination. His loathsome god, the Nightbringer, hungered for the deaths of all those on Cronus.
Alright, so my experience with the Necrons consists of about 20 minutes of tutorial and 1 or 2 skirmish games, so be kind to me, Internet, be kind to me. So let's see, we've got... basically, we're smack dab in the middle here. Could really go anywhere. Kind of feeling like we should just head off towards Chaos, though. See if we can make it over to their stronghold, perhaps, by the end of this episode. And so we will just jump right in here.
Welcome to the single-player campaign for Dawn of War, Dark Crusade.
And we will dismiss all pop-ups, because why would you not? Alright, so we're going to move here, we can attack. Now, the way this is set up, viewers, is you've got your strength. This kind of shows you how difficult of a fight it's going to be. The requisition is essentially how much resources you will get each turn in the campaign. That's shown up here, which is what you use to spend on bases, starting units, and that sort of thing. And then you also get a bonus here. In this case, it's going to be a starting squad that will start the level with you. So that looks good to me. It's a strength 1. Good place to get our feet wet. So let us purge the Moriah Coast of life. Alright. So yes, this game right now is completely vanilla for how I'm playing it. However, I shouldn't say completely vanilla, mostly vanilla. There is one mod that I have for the zooming that will actually allow me to zoom in and out. Now the reason for this is because the default zoom is right about here, which, as you can tell, is kind of hard to really see anything going on. So I like it zoomed out a little bit. We'll let's get some Necron warriors going here. Alright, so the Necrons are completely built around power. They are the only race in the game that actually does not require requisition, which is what you get from these requisition points. Aptly named, I would say. But what that does is the more requisition points you have, the faster everything goes. So you can see I've got my power resource right here. I've got a percentage time bonus here. So the more requisition points I have, this number will go up and everything will go faster. Which, considering how slow the Necrons are, all about going faster. These guys are supposed to be pretty tough, and I've got my Necron Lord, so I think I'm gonna kind of just venture out here and just straight away try to find where the enemy is. Alright, so we've got 3 requisition posts almost. Got our power coming. Oh, and I should show you our fearless leader on this Dark Crusade. The Necron Lord of Cronus. A rather charming fellow, wouldn't you say? No. Oh, shoot. We're under fire. It's just some Chaos Space Marines will be fine. I think. Like I said, it's been a while. But get a second squad here reinforcing. Right. Zoomed out a little farther. Alright, I think we've got three power plants. That's enough. Be a good time to start building other buildings. So those in there, I don't want them chasing. Not that they would ever actually catch anybody. But yeah. Okay, so get this summoning core going. So we can get some of these more advanced units on the fight. You know, I like having this guy out here as like a builder. Now for the Necrons, the only unit that can actually capture these requisition points are these little scarab slash builder units. So makes it a little more difficult than with other races. But let's see, I've got two. Let's see, how do we actually get more obelisks? Okay. We'll get one more unit here of Necrons. I think we've got a pretty good start here. And when you're chasing the units, yep, there we go. They're up this way, so I'm gonna assume that's where their base is, cause that would make sense, right? I'm not going too crazy, I hope. No guarantees. Get a Wraith. Forget that unit. Let's get our monolith going. Now, probably the one guy that can actually catch anything at the moment is going to be our Necron. Excuse me, viewers, my bad. Alright, fall back. Pretty sure we've already found their base here, so. Woohoo! Look at him go. He's a flying. Alright. So here, viewers, we've got a bunch of different artifacts we can give our commander. Now, I can only have a max of 3. And I don't actually know what all these do, so this will be interesting. We'll, ooh, I'll take that. Be able to slow the enemy down there, always a good thing. Oh, ooh, okay, so we've got our monolith level 1 now too. Alright. Ooh, hello. So, you can see that my commander just about got his butt kicked. Which is a little embarrassing. So I think what we'll do here... we're just gonna be cheeky. We're gonna set right here and just shoot anything that comes out. We're gonna actually set him to range too, even though he's much more of a melee melee guy. Ooh, flayed ones. Alright, so these are going to be kind of our melee specialists, so we'll get some of them going. Now, okay. Alright, so the entire Necron economy is really based around this one building called the Monolith. Essentially, I'm just building these buildings to get new researches and allow me to actually turn this into a huge mobile fortress, essentially. Which is awesome. But like any anything with the Necrons, really, it's slow as a sloth. So we'll have to see through this playthrough how helpful it actually is. I'm interested to see it. Oh, they captured another relic. Where is that wraith? There we are. Okay, you go find what relic they captured. Now, yes, viewers, I realize this is kind of a very cheeky way of doing this, but it works. And so for this first round, I'm okay with that. Well, I kind of learn things, but they're definitely getting more powerful. So I need to catch up here. We will. All right. So we have a relic. Which relics function just like requisition points, except that they are also required for the more powerful units. So we're just gonna run in here. Alright, see if I can focus down there, leader. Take me to your leader, son. I'll focus him down here with my wraith. See if I can keep up with them. Go get him. I have to say, he's a rather impressive fellow, if you ask me. I keep forgetting I could use the chronosphere or whatever. What is this thing called? Chronometron. That say that a few times fast. Maybe that's just me. That's why I'm an engineer, because I don't do words. Alright, now we've got enough for a greater summoning core, which will allow vehicles, which would be awesome. Alright, we're getting into a fight here now. Alright. Now these immortals. These lovely fellas are gonna be kind of my big bad range, I believe. Oh, nope, they're anti-vehicle. But hey, I'll take that when there's a base. Get in there. Alright, we're gonna do an attack move here. Makes them even tougher. Let's do that. Nope. I want to build a thermoplasma. Now a thermoplasma generator is a plasma generator on steroids. Makes sense. Oh, they got a sorcerer. Sorcerer! Alright, so we've got this guy now. I'm gonna go ahead and grab a destroyer here. Not enough power. Just kidding. I'm gonna wait a minute, and then I'm gonna get a destroyer. Because it is possible they snuck a builder out before I got here. In which case, they might have a second base that I have to go destroy. Oh. Just kidding. They must have just had the one base. So victory! Good work, viewers. I can beat a level 1 map. I don't know. Maybe I shouldn't be so proud of that. But man, it does feel good to be playing this game again. Right, so my commander unit. Now, for achieving certain goals and whatnot, I get war gear, which essentially just makes him better. Kind of a slight RPG element to it, so... Let's see what we've got here. We've got the Skinning Blades, which increases melee damage and moral loss. Necron Tier Sigillus upgrades my ranged attack. Now these red ones are grayed out. I can't select them. We've got the Death Mask, which reveals infiltrated units and increases his health. Greatly increases health. Heart of Darkness. Increases health regeneration. Death Grip. Death Shroud. Sorry viewers, I have a bit of a frog. I can't talk words. A frog in my throat. You know, to be quite honest, I want to go for Mantle of Darkness. And yes, health regeneration is amazing. It's always good. But it's a little more interesting. More of a reference back to the famous novel story, The Heart of Darkness. One thing I really enjoyed reading in school, and sits kind of close to my heart, so I'm going to go with that for our first one. Got our nice gold plate, our bling bling. Alright, so now that we've moved and taken this area, I can actually spend the requisition points and reinforce any of our lands. Now, our stronghold's already set to level 10, so I think I'm going to just focus on the land we just took here. So for reinforce... Now, what reinforcing does is brings the defense level up, and then if we ever have to fight here again, I'll start with these units straight away. But actually... let me go check out my bodyguard. Yes. So, we also have the honor guard here, which I can recruit so that I will start off a level with them. So I'm all about that life. We're going to start there. Cost, man, 180 acquisition, or requisition. Cannot talk. You know what? Honestly, I think starting off with builder units would be a huge help. I can start capturing things and building things a lot faster. So, we now end our turn. See what everyone else does. Wow, he, okay. The Imperial Guard right there, we did a whole lot of nothing. Alright, so we'll move up a little bit. Go for this level 3. Do we go for this level 3? We want this increased manpower, which I don't know what that actually does. Let's see. Allows you to support more troops in the field, increases your squad cap and vehicle cap, applies to attacks and defensive missions. Ooh. Nice though. Yeah. Honestly, I like that. So let's attack them here. The Assyria forests. Alright. Here we go. So you can see I've started out with this Necron unit here. Now a lot of these Honor Guard are smaller units. So this one can only be 4, I can't actually reinforce it any further than that. But they are typically a little more powerful. So we'll get some power going. And a Necron unit. Yeesh. This is going to be interesting. We are smack dab in the middle of the map here. Now, does this apply to buildings as well? Yeah, construction. So, that would be a huge help. Ah, we found him. Get some close-ups in combat. Ooh, brutal. Absolutely brutal. Oh my goodness, are they really this close? I mean, I would like to get maybe a little more of a base. Because, yeah, so we talked about how you can reinforce on the campaign map. However, one cool thing about this game is that anything I actually build here now will show up whenever I have to come fight here again. Go with a summoning core. So like I used to actually just beat them back to about 1 building, and then I would just sit there and build a gigantic base. Ah, those sneaky little punks. Alright, you take there. Alright, get in there, Necron Lord. See what you got. So, I am discovering, I don't think Necrons are nearly as much of a rush aggressive or rough rushing race as other ones like the Space Marines or perhaps even the Eldar. I mean, they're tough, sure, but actually, I'm starting to take back. These guys are crazy tough. Focus on the building. Alright, get some flayed ones in the fun here. And we'll up. Not enough power. Ultimate power is what we need. Getting there. If I upgrade this guy, he might actually be able to help me out here in this little fight. You guys go take out that turret. You can come out here and join your buddies. Flayed ones. Oh. We'll hold on to that till we clear this turret. Gonna build a forbidden archive up here. So the more I can get built now, the more I'll have going for me if I ever do get attacked here. Now, we can come back here. Let's jump our flayed ones in there. Not really anti-building or anti-vehicle, but can do the job. Now, I don't think the Awakened Monolith would actually carry over if we need, so let's get another Scarab unit, actually. No. Kill the Sorcerer. And you are just gonna go around and capture these. Although, what else do we got? Ooh, anyone attacking the Necron Lord in melee takes damage. I like it. All infiltrated units in the area are revealed, and all enemy units are blinded. Phase shift. Let's get second more. So everyone just attack that. Ah, they got another sorcerer. Why? Feel like if they weren't metal robots, that probably would have been a lot more deadly. Okay, now you come around and capture that. Future planning, viewers. Future planning is important. Alright, now that. So let's... Well, it's probably not even gonna finish there. But man, these call me crazy. But that chaos building is just gnarly. Maybe that's why AJ liked him so much. Who knows? Alright, don't reinforce. Maybe not. Maybe we don't get the persistent bases. I could be wrong, viewers. I could be wrong. It has happened on very rare occasions. And by rare occasions, I mean way more often than I would like. But, viewers, I think that's going to be it for our first video. Got a couple good rounds in, got our feet wet. And hopefully I'll be putting these out maybe every couple weeks. But we'll just have to see what happens with life and what the schedule is. But, hey, I'm loving being back in this, and if I can share it with you guys, let's do it. Alright, viewers. Catch you on the flip side.